foes meet in the tournament rematch here at Ashland, where number 7 Mansfield Senior and number 3 Clear Fork will duel it out on the court for a spot in the D2 District Championship to face the number 1 team in the state. I'm Brian Skronsky. I got Mark Bollinger with me on the call for this girls playoffs hoops semifinal showcase, and it's all coming to you live and free right after this.
A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is driving excitement. You asked for it, you got it. A 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty on all vehicles. A local veteran-owned dealership caring about the community, providing quality vehicles at rock-bottom pricing. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans of all makes and models. No bones about it. Daisy the Doodle says thanks, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield, for making my first-time car buying experience simple. Located at 100 South Illinois Ave, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is the dealership for you.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more.
Somebody else.
Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
Welcome back to Ashland, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of our doubleheader D2 Girls District Semifinals. The winner will move on to Saturday's championship to take on the #1 team in the state in the Shelby Whippets. I'm Brian Skoronsky, along with Mark Bollinger tonight, and let's take a look at our matchup. The #7 seed Mansfield Senior, the youthful Lady Tigers, have really made quite the most of their second half of the season. We saw them early on in the campaign, Mark. They melted down at the end of the game. Super talented. They had leads. They couldn't win. Now they're getting the job done, and we just saw what they did to Bellevue the other night, kicking them to the curb, the team that's owned this district for a while.
Absolutely. The growth process has been amazing for the Tigers, and that's all part of that process, is learning how to win, especially learning how to win close games. And they have gotten better and better as the season has went on, and they seem to be peaking at the right time.
And then for the Clear Fork Lady Colts, they are the #3 seed. Let's look at their season. Scott Sellers has done such a phenomenal job with them. 20 wins for the first time since 1988. And it's a team that consistently wins the turnover battle, Mark. And then they also do a nice job on the boards because they got kind of a mutant inside 6'4" Becca Conrad.
Absolutely. And give Coach Sellers all the credit in the world, coming in, changing the culture for Clear Fork, and he has taken over a program that was struggling, 500 kind of program, and has taken them to 20 wins, runner-up in the MOAC, as you said, and has a chance tonight to punch his ticket and get his team on to the district finals.
Just continually taking the next step as a program, which is exactly what Javar Hudgens has done with his Lady Tigers team. 16 wins for him this year. Last season was the first time they had a winning record in a decade. And now it's a young team, a nucleus of mostly freshmen. They got a sophomore in the mix and a junior, just one senior on the entire roster. But they've got themselves in a position now where they're playing confident basketball, and they feel like they're going to be the better team here tonight.
Absolutely, and youth has served on both sides. Talk about Mansfield Senior's youth. Clear Fork has youth as well. But again, for Mansfield Senior, like I said, their young players have just gotten better and better as the year went on. They're playing with confidence, and they're coming in here knowing that their season has prepared them. Playing OHC, they're ready to go tonight, and they feel like they can come out here and not only compete, but they can win tonight against this Clear Fork basketball program.
This trio right here, a major reason why the Lady Tigers feel like they can get the job done tonight. How about this? Over 30 points per game, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 9 steals. These three girls right here, 2 sophomores and a junior, they're the heart and soul of the team. And Manetta Hillary as just the sophomore, I really feel like she's a spirit creature, an animal. Even though she's kind of quiet, she leads by example.
She leads by example, and you put those three together, and they have created matchup problems for a lot of teams, and we're going to see how they do tonight. Can they create turnovers for Clear Fork, and can they handle the ball against this good Clear Fork defense?
Which is headlined by this young lady right here who's going to be going to the University of Dayton, the senior Becca Conrad. Those are some gaudy numbers. By herself, she averages more rebounds than those 3 top Tigers that we just shined the spotlight on. A block and a half per game, one of the best scorers in the MOAC. This girl is dynamite.
She is fantastic, and the thing is, you look at the numbers, and they pop out at you, but what she also does is she just gives such a defensive presence in the paint, where if you get by one of her teammates on the perimeter, you know that you have Conrad back there to help, stop that finish. But the other thing that I'm so impressed by her with is on the offensive end. They do a great job of getting her with the ball in the post, and she is an excellent passer out of the post and gets them a lot of open looks on inside-out touches.
Speaking of inside out, that's a key to the game tonight, Mark. You got to work it in through 45, get the kickouts to the perimeter. If you're Clear Fork and you want to knock off the Tigers, you got to feed the beast. They don't have a lot of size over on the Mansfield Senior side, and it's just tough to match up with 6'4".
It's tough to match up with her, and she does a great job of using her positioning, her body, and her size to get good looks for herself and her teammates.
That will wrap up our Mechanics Bank pregame. That's better. And the tip belongs to the Clear Fork Lady Colts. They will start with the basketball here tonight. Julia Wyndham instantaneously with the great defense. Hillary to the other end, missed the shot, but Wyndham try again. 0 for 3 for the Tigers to start things off.
Not the start either team really wanted. Clear Fork with the turnover. Tigers have 3 shots at it and won't get it to go.
So Clear Fork trying to settle things down now. 3-ball, tipped out, loose ball, goes to Conrad. She's got the first points of the evening.
And that's going to be a key, second chance opportunities. Clear Fork gets the first one. Offensive rebound put back for Conrad to take an early 2-0 lead.
Tigers with the answer back at the other end, though.
Great look off penetration. Here comes the pressure. Can Clear Fork handle it? They've turned it over about 17 times a game. Handle this press tonight and get it to Conrad.
Bradley tipped it out, but it stays with the Lady Colts. Now just an ill-advised pass right there from the senior Isabella Molina. Tried to force it in. Wentz read it all the way.
And again, both these basketball squads are young and talented. We see who can settle in first, put the nerves to rest, and just play.
2 minutes gone by, 2 points for both sides. Clear Fork trying to make it 5, and they will. Labaki, corner pocket triple.
Gets the open look against that 1-2-2 extended zone. Feet set, caught it, and buried it.
Clear Fork got challenged a bit by the 9 seed in Kenton in their sectional championship game. Tigers ran away from number 2 Bellevue. Kirsten Bradley lit the fuse for them early. Got her glasses knocked off here. And then late in that game, it was the senior Amani Mitchell put the team on her back, and they cruised to an easy victory. And I think that was probably the best case scenario for Mansfield Senior to prove to themselves that they do belong on this floor.
Well, that's so critical. It's like if you don't believe in yourself, you know, what anybody else says to you doesn't really matter. You know, your coaches can say it and stuff like that. But a lot of times you just have to wait, and when the kids see that the success, they can have success and play well, that creates the confidence for them. And again, you see another turnover here by the Colts early. So 3 turnovers here in the first 3 minutes for the Lady Colts. But despite that, they maintain the 5-2 lead.
Hillary's going to get picked up by Labaki. Kicks it out to Wyndham, wearing the number 43 tonight. And how about that no-look, sick pass on the money.
Great job by the Tigers attacking, forcing Conrad to help over, and then dishing to the backside. There was no rotation there. They were able to get an easy look.
Skip pass, Christina chased off the line. They'll lob it up inside, Becca. Too hard off the square. And now tripped up. Hillary got her feet tangled up that time too with Wertman.
A lot of contact, no call. They're letting them play here a little bit early.
Becca looking to go to work inside. Missed that one badly again. Credit Mitchell with the nice D, playing tough inside.
Senior content to just let him play one-on-one in the post, try to score over.
Wyndham, such a gifted ball handler. All these players on the perimeter for Mansfield Senior, it's something that they worked on a bunch in the summer, got in the weight room, got stronger, and this sophomore class has led them to this point in the season.
Senior trying to get some cross-screen post actions if they can get an opening. Won't go, but they get a second chance.
And Mitchell with the putback. Tigers lead by 1. Excellent job of breaking the pressure this time. Leads to a wide open look. Labaki fouled on the shot, they say.
Fouled on the shot. He's going to get a chance to go to the line for 3.
Her first personal, team's first of the half. At the line, shooting 3 for Clear Fork, Monica Labaki.
First shot well short. ties it up with the second. Both teams going to their bench. Annalise Norris, the freshman, checking in. Bradley will step out. Also get our first look at Daisy Mans. Coach Hudgens calling out a set play. Double screen set up for Wentz. Come back to her. They work it deep two for Mitchell. Off the restraint, out of bounds. Clear Fork basketball.
Looked like Senior tried to go with that horn set, double high ball screen. Looked for a corner jumper, wasn't there. They got a reversal. Got a good look, just didn't go down for them.
Tip ball, Norris got a piece of it, but into the hands of Conrad. Now they'll lob it into Becca. Bullies her way in. That's her sweet spot right there.
She catches the ball that deep and gets those hips turned, squares up. She's going to be effective on the block.
Tigers turn it over, bad pass into the interior.
Again, against that zone, another open look for Clear Fork from three.
And they'll chase down the loose ball. Second opportunity here for the Lady Colts. Excellent ball movement. Christina short. Conrad with the follow. Falling away from the basket. And it's going to belong to the TY Tigers.
So it looks like Mansfield Senior is willing to give up that three tonight, trying to clog up the middle, take away the lob to Conrad, pack it in down there. And so far, Colts haven't really made them pay, just 1 of 4 from three-point land.
Wentz walks it across the timeline, calls for the screen. See Norris is down on the block. Doesn't really want to touch the basketball in deep against Colt 45. Oh, Hillary lost her defender, tried to squeeze it in there, gets it to Norris, short arm the shot.
Looked like Conrad might got a little piece of that.
Man snuck in there, tipped it out of bounds. Colts will keep it. Wortman's gonna sub in for Becca here. So Conrad likely will be on the bench for the last buck away to this opening frame. This is a good chance for the Tigers, who are really good on the perimeter about penetrating, getting into the lane without Conrad in the middle. See if they can make the most out of it in this last minute.
Conrad goes out of the game. Tigers go back to man-to-man defense. Good drive on the inside gap. She saw the gap. Help side didn't get there quick enough. She was able to attack the paint.
So Belcher, the sophomore, is going to step to the free throw line for a couple.
Number 43, Julia Wingo. Now in the game for Clear Fork, number 12, Lacey Christina.
Misses both. Wyndham able to rip the rebound away from Wortman. Pushing ahead, Mans. Daisy took her eye off the basketball.
Beautiful look in transition. Went that diagonal skip deep. Just couldn't bring it in. Had the easy layup.
Actually, Becca's going to get back into the mix already. Typically, we'll see her rest at the end of the quarter. There's a lot on the line tonight, Mark.
Yeah, maybe a situation where since they have the basketball to try to run a set and get her a look right at the end of the quarter here, and then take her back out to start the second and get her, 30, 45-second breather to start the second quarter.
It's going to be the third foul against Mansfield Senior, first on Daisy Manns on the reach-in.
And they're really battling down in the paint. Conrad trying to get position. They're going to double her off the inbounds, make sure they don't throw the lob straight off the inbound set.
Christina, nice crossover, got some space, knocks down the open J. Largest lead for the Colts, it's 5. Tigers racing back the other way. And after a little pinball action, it's going to stay with TY down here at this end, 7.3 ticks. Julia gets it to Bradley, backing her way in. Now Hillary checks the clock. Got to put it up. Good if it goes, and it will at the horn. Manetta Hillary closing out the frame in style. We will head to the second with the Tigers. Closing the gap. Down to 3.
A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is driving excitement. You asked for it, you got it. A 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty on all vehicles. A local veteran-owned dealership caring about the community, providing quality vehicles at rock-bottom pricing. No bones about it. Daisy the Doodle says thanks, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield, for making my first-time car buying experience simple. Located at 100 South Illinois Ave, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is the dealership for you.
Second quarter action from Arrows Arena. Tiger basketball. Looking for back-to-back buckets. They'll at least draw a foul here. Nice setup by Manetta Hillary, who made the bucket at the end of the first quarter to pull the Tigers within 3.
Yeah, real good job there by the Tigers. Came out of the quarter break, immediately went to a set, ran that back cut, was able to get the foul. So in a game like this, it's really nice when you have a young group like Mansfield that you can come out of quarter breaks, timeout breaks, and execute your sets, and that's exactly what they did.
Bradley splits the pair. Loose ball goes out of bounds in favor of the girls wearing the orange jerseys, though. So look at another crack at it here at the offensive end. Deep 3 for Bradley.
The amount of pressure they're putting on Hillary, wouldn't be surprised they start setting some ball screens for her and forcing Becca Conrad to come out and defend that ball screen. If not, Hillary's going to be able to get off that ball screen and take advantage of it.
Labaki left alone. She tries a deep triple. And a couple of collisions between Lady Colts allows that thing to leak out of bounds. Another look on the replay. See, Pacey tipped it, and Lily chasing after it, as was Annika. They just ran into each other, and neither was able to get there, Mark.
Nobody was able to get to it. It gives the Tigers possession with a chance to tie or take the lead.
Double screen setup again. Wow.
Nice inside-out dribble.
A lot of space being given on the perimeter to Amani Mitchell. She's going to try a 3. And Conrad with the clear.
Both teams seem very content to let the other shoot from deep, trying to control that paint area, willing to give up the 3 ball.
Pacey with a lob inside. Becca got her shot blocked, piece of it that time by Amani. But Krastina crashes in there with the theft. Nice lob over the top. Labaki, quick trigger. Banks are open, baby.
Banks are open late tonight.
After hours off the glass. Blocking foul at the other end.
As the game goes on, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. It seems like Hillary can get to the basket whenever she wants to. See if they start running some sets, setting some ball screens, getting her downhill, attacking the basket. So I think she can get to the paint anytime she wants.
One of the most gifted ball handlers in all of North Central Ohio. Consistently working on her craft. Saw her in the gym last Saturday morning, just working the same moves over and over and over. That's the only way that you can get good, is that muscle memory. That way when you put yourself in the position, the body remembers to function properly, Mark, and this young lady's got it figured out.
Absolutely, it's all about repetition. You like to see players like that who are putting the work in get rewarded, and her play on the court has definitely been rewarding as the season has went on.
Just no options seemingly available right now for Clear Fork on offense. And the miscommunication leads to a turnover. Wyndham end to end, too strong. And she had a toe on the line there.
Now both teams just struggling to get into any kind of flow offensively. Neither team has given up anything easy. They can't get their sets where they want them. See if somebody can just settle in, run some good stuff here, get some open looks, knock them down, and try to stretch this lead out or cut into it if you're the Tigers.
Said it's going to be yet another turnover. Cook this time, just moving the feet. Clear Fork student section letting the Tigers faithful have it.
Mansfield going back to that 1-4 high set. See if they step out and set the high ball screens into the horns action. Said UCLA cut into a little elevator screen, well defended by Clear Fork. They saw that coming the whole way.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It looked like good action by the Tigers, but even better defense by Clear Fork with them step for step, stride for stride, until Pacey had to reach in after she got taken off the bounce. Cook checks out, Wortman back into the contest. Bradley had a little bit of space, came up short. Now Amani spins inside. Becca didn't even have to jump.
She does a great job of just staying on her feet, getting her hands extended. She's tall enough that she could get the block. Such a difference maker, impact player in the paint. And they're finally going to get that call down the post. They've been battling all night.
You take a look at it here. Becca's calling for it all the way. Didn't see a ton of contact there on the replay. And Amani, I mean, definitely giving up some size in there. Needs to bang, has to be able to battle. Trying to go.
She just got her post up even deeper, so she got herself below the block, 1 foot in the paint when she caught it that deep. No.
Inside, Belcher with the block out. Now Clear Fork looking to build a little bit of momentum right now, trying to find some flow. And this is what they need to do. This is when they're at their best. Get it to Becca on that right side. Usually she'll cap those off, but 2 offensive rebounds, another look at it. Will it end with 3? It will not. Wentz nearly traveled with the basketball. Kaya yet to score so far tonight. Bradley stuck on just 1 point. And Hillary can't find the stroke here, so offensively, the Tigers haven't looked quite as sharp as we saw in that sectional championship win on Monday.
Yeah, so far the Tigers just 4 of 19 from the floor. They're really struggling to get anything to go. Again, another great move down here. Hillary was able to make the move, get to her spot off the double move. Just didn't get the jumper to drop.
This time the pass off target. Now Hillary gets it inside. Norris doubled. And Netta traveled. So the Tigers a little bit out of sync right now offensively here in the second quarter, Mark.
Yeah, I think both teams just haven't really settled in yet. Clear Fork's trying to stay with their identity, trying to get Conrad some post touches and play to their strength. But even then, they're still struggling. Like I said, neither team seems to really be in sync and getting any kind of offensive flow right now.
The count's just 5-2 in favor of the Lady Colts here in the frame, and under 3 minutes to go. Conrad got ripped inside, but Molina makes the play right back.
One change there, Tigers, when the ball went to the post, they doubled down instead of just playing Conrad with on an isolation.
There it is, clean look inside. Becca blew it at the rim. And last touch by Lily Wortman.
Real good job getting the ball to the wing. Got that defender up the lane line, was able to seal her, got the baseline lob. Conrad went and got it, just couldn't get it to go down. But good offensive sequence.
Bradley with an excellent pass in traffic. Wyndham over the top of everything into the hands of Becca. Wortman from the top, got the freshman on her. And she'll shoot a couple free throws. Couple subs checking in here for the Lady Colts. Cook back. So is Christina. Conrad sits down.
Conrad out of the game. We'll see if the Tigers try to take advantage of it. Try to get the ball inside. Try to get something easy on either an isolation or some kind of maybe cross screen, down screen action in the post. See if they can get something down there. They've got the post if they want it. Just not going to throw it there.
Bradley getting aggressive inside. Officials look at one another. Looked like the official down on the baseline wanted to call an offensive foul, and she'll have her way.
Not sure if the call was right or not, but good job of officiating, getting together, making sure they were on the same page when they made the call.
So a chance here for Clear Fork to really create some separation between themselves and Mansfield at the end of this quarter, leading by 7. Tigers got just 2 in the frame. Nothing seems to be going right for them. Off the kick out 3 ball. Now Wyndham couldn't catch it. Not a smart pass either down the near sideline.
Yeah, so far in the first half, Lady Tigers have just been their own worst enemy. Careless with the basketball, 7 turnovers on the night, not shooting it well. But the good news is they haven't played very well and they're only down 7.
I'd venture to guess this is probably the lowest scoring first half of Mansfield's season up to this point.
And now on the other end, you have Clear Fork failing to execute on the same kind of look. They ran a little to the wing, elevator screen, looking for the three. Instead, turn it over. Clear Fork's 9th turnover of the half. So both teams here execute on the offensive end.
Going to get a foul against Kirsten Bradley here.
Maybe a little bit of frustration, got her arms up. Not sure, it'll be interesting to see on the replay. Again, not contact.
The lead remains 7 here for the Colts with the basketball. Work it inside, Conrad turns to the middle, kick out, Mann's got a nice piece of it for the turnover.
That time they ran action, get Conrad on a diagonal dive to the block, triple teamed, forced the turnover.
Great take, Wyndham, left hand, no finish. Down to 7 seconds. Christina steps into a triple, in and out. And the tie-up will take us to the end of the half. Wasn't pretty. 17-10 the count. Lady Colts in front, the number 3 seed. And the student section enjoying what they're seeing, dressed up in the red, white, and blue. Keep it here. We'll be back with our halftime reports. That'll include stats analysis, some scores from around the area, get y'all set up for the second half. Live and free girls high school tournament hoops will return right after this.
Hi, I'm OH.REPORT founder Brian Skoronsky, and you were just watching live and free girls high school hoops exclusively on the OH.REPORT. But stick around, the halftime show is next, including stats, analysis, and so much more, including the second half on the way.
A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is driving excitement. You asked for it, you got it. A 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty on all vehicles. A local vet about the community, providing cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans of all makes and models. No bones about it. Daisy the Doodle says thanks, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield, for making my first-time car buying experience simple. Located at 100 South Illinois Ave, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is the dealership for you.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more. Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night.
halftime here inside of Arrows Arena. What better time to get a little game of Uno going? That's exactly what the Clear Fork student section's got going on, as they see their team in front 17-10 here at the break. This is the Mechanics Bank halftime reports, and Mark, it was a little bit sloppy there for Lady Tigers in the first couple of quarters. They're already out of the half, so not much to be said by Coach Hudgens and his staff. The girls are out here. What do you think he said?
Well, I think maybe one of the reasons he got them out of there so quick was to get them out there so they could get some shots up, because they struggled to shoot the basketball. Just 4 of 22 for 18% in the first half. And no matter how well you play in other facets of the game, if you're only shooting 18%, it's going to be a long night.
No question about it. Let's pull up these halftime stats. Only 4 made field goals by Mansfield Senior, none of them from downtown. And then losing the rebounding battle, the only thing that kind of kept them around, the Colts gave it away on a few different occasions, Mark, where it just felt like they didn't need to make those bad passes, for sure.
Right, and when you looked at it, there's a difference between a forced turnover and an unforced turnover, and coaches go crazy over those unforced turnovers, and Clear Fork had that several times. They had some really good actions that they were running, people coming open, wide open, and instead of just executing with a simple pass and getting a good look for their shooter, they just turned the basketball over. So that's something that Clear Fork's going to want to clean up, but because of those mistakes, Mansfield Senior still in the basketball game.
Lady Colts out on the floor as well here. Still 3.5 minutes before second half action gets underway. All right, in the second half we saw that offense wasn't really going well for Mansfield Senior. Do you feel like any type of adjustments need to be made, or does execution just need to go up a couple of bumps?
Well, execution is key no matter what you run. You can draw up the best sets in the world, and if your players don't execute it, it's not going to matter. But I'd be really interested to see the adjustment that Clear Fork would have to make if Mansfield Senior would come out and run some high ball screens, force Becca Conrad to get into the screen action and defending that ball screen, and see if they could create some space. That's one of the things that she does so well, is she takes up space in the paint, and every time you attack the basket, if she's not out there guarding a ball screen, she's stepping over and helping. And Mansfield Senior right now, even if she's not completely there, they're looking for her, which is impacting their shooting.
Let's take a look at the tournament brackets from around the area. Here is the Division II bracket. Shelby, of course, has played themselves. Hold on, guys. Looks like the gentleman's bracket that we'll have tomorrow night. This is the ladies. Let's begin with Division IV, and Buckeye Central, I'm told, just went on a 43-2 run or something against Mansfield Christian. So you can kind of go ahead and pencil in the Bucks into the championship game. In the earlier game, Seneca East versus Mohawk here. I'm trying to track down the score. We should have it. I need to pull up my ticker. Well, dang it, I don't see it in our group chat here, Mark, unfortunately. But I can tell you that the Bucks are rocking and rolling right now. At the halftime in Division III, we've got Crestview trailing Upper Sandusky, an upset brewing right now. Number 6 Rams with a 31-20 advantage over Crestview. Margaretta was able to handle Colonel Crawford earlier tonight, 53-34. So it could set up the Lady Rams taking on the number 1 seed. What a story that is right now for Upper. If they were to knock off number 2 and number 3 in consecutive games, then we'd get a shot at number 1.
Yeah, well, it's tournament time, and you never know what's going to happen. Yeah, Margaretta taking care of business in the top half of that bracket as expected, but Upper Sandusky playing well, and see if they can finish off Crestview in the second half and advance to that district championship.
And then we saw earlier tonight, Shelby, a 4-point winner over Perkins, punched their ticket. The winner of this one is going to match up with the undefeated state number 1 Lady Whippets Saturday afternoon. Still have 16 minutes more of regulation to find out who that team is going to be.
Well, it's really interesting for me after, I've seen some of these teams a couple of times and this and that, but after watching, I'm a little surprised that in the tournament brackets that Perkins didn't go ahead and jump in and try to stay away from Shelby until that district final. Because in watching the matchups on these two teams, it would have been really nice to see, or been fun to see, how Perkins would have matched up against the Lady Tigers or the Lady Colts.
I think they said, hey, let's take our shot. If we get through Shelby, we should be able to handle anybody else that's coming our way. We got to get through the Whippets one way or the other.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yep. And that's just the difference in coaches and philosophy. It's like, you know, what do you want to do? How soon do you want to take on the beast of Shelby? And they made that choice, played a great game earlier, as everybody saw here on the OH report. And as we said, here we go. You know, Shelby advances. Now one of these two teams is going to get the chance to advance and take their shot against the Lady Whippets on Saturday.
Lady Colts already making an exchange here early on. You don't see that 7 seconds into a half very often. As a sophomore Belcher sits down in favor of Pacey Christina. He's going to lob it into traffic. Conrad with the soft hands. Now back inside, Becca on the left block, turns and goes off the square. I mean, she has really perfected that, takes her time, almost never leaves her feet. 8 points now for the senior.
And first possession, they go inside to Conrad, and senior chooses to stay one-on-one. They don't double down in the post. Great play there, but Hillary, she attacked the basket here. Great move.
Shake, bake, and then the quake through the bottom of the net. Monetta up to 5 points, and now Wentz comes up with the steal.
And this is what senior needs to do. They need to create some turnovers, create some tempo, try to get some easy runouts and get some easy baskets that they don't have to sit there and try to play 5-on-5.
Wyndham too hard off the square, tipped out. Netta tries the three, nothing but the bottom.
On the first minute, looks like a little bit different Mansfield Senior squad.
Already with more points than they had in that second quarter. Conrad continues to dominate down low. When she gets that position, Amani Mitchell on the island, I mean, that's just such a tough thing to ask her to do.
Absolutely, and if you're going to play behind her and allow her to catch that deep, I think you have to bring the double from somebody. Maybe identify Clear Fork's worst perimeter shooter and double off of her to the post as soon as Conrad gets that touch.
Here's Becca at the high post now, setting some screens. Reach-in foul. Offensive foul, rather, against Isabella Molina. Interesting call there. Tigers fans in front of us certainly liked it.
A lot of people in green on the other side didn't like it. But just 2 minutes in this third quarter, and you feel the intensity's already picked up a lot compared to that first half. There's a buzz in the gym.
Well, this is a matchup that was supposed to happen during the regular season. I don't remember the particulars. Matter of fact, Mansfield Senior was supposed to play both Shelby and Clear Fork. And then before the season, I met with Coach Hudgens just to talk about what he had coming up. And he said both of them dropped him. And don't really remember the reason why, but now getting their chance to face off against a Richland County foe here. Team that they beat in the sectional semifinals a season ago. But right now it's Clear Fork with the upper hand, on top by 6. Let's see if Kai can trim it down. Certainly the defense for Mansfield seems like it's gone to a new level here.
Yes, their activity level is picked up. They're so much more active with their hands and their feet.
Gonna get a loose ball foul here. How about Isabella Molina, 5'4", getting in amongst the tall girls in the paint. She's made a couple of big plays here already in the third quarter.
Yeah, plays with a lot of heart. You love to see that energy from an effort.
But that can also happen too when you go into the painted section at 5'4". Hillary with the crossover, got loose. Now Wyndham inside between a couple defenders, missed it. Krastina turned the corner, saw some space, elected to take the shot.
Yeah, she got to the paint. She looked like she wasn't sure if she wanted to give it up or shoot the shot. Gathered herself. Got it to go. Extends the lead to 7.
Heat check for Hillary. Well off with that triple try. Oh, great cut by Christina. Backside, largest lead of the night for either side.
Tigers need to answer here with the basket or get a timeout, settle them down, come out, run something good. Cliff Fork doing a real good job of denying the basketball to Hillary. Straight face guarding her, no help side responsibilities at all.
So you see the adjustment made by Coach Sellers at the break. Mitchell steps in from the corner, too strong. Christina again was able to leave Daisy Manns in the dust. This time gives it up, and Becca Conrad off the square. Colts got it rolling right now. Coach Hudgens needs a TO.
Clear Fork comes out 5 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Excellent start for the Lady Colts. I think there was a lot of talk about these young guards of Mansfield Senior and how productive they've been, how exciting they are to watch for Clear Fork here in the second half. The story's been Isabella Molina's opportunities, been able to beat her defenders, and then Pacey Christina doing some nice things. Just had the assist, had the bucket a couple of possessions ago. So the Lady Colts trying to prove that they're a worthy number 3 seed. 20 wins, just 3 losses for them on the year. Really exciting team to watch.
Yes, and Christina came in, early substitution in the third quarter, and you said dribble drive, left hand, was able to pull up and finish, and then this time she dribbles in, thought she was going to get a good look, instead dumped it off. Got it to Becca Conrad, who was able to get it to go, and that lead ballooned to 11 pretty quickly. So for the Tigers here coming out of the timeout, you're down 11, struggling on the offensive end. We'll see what they do to counter the move by Coach Sellers. Trying to keep Hillary face guarded as best as possible once they get into the front court.
Here's Kristen Bradley taking it straight to the rack. Much needed bucket for Mansfield to calm things down.
And one of the issues you've seen tonight with Mansfield is they've tried to spread the floor out and get Clear Fork to extend, but Becca Conrad simply isn't doing it. She's willing to give up the 8 to 12-foot jumper to the post players for the Lady Tigers, and she's just there to help every time they spread the floor and try to drive. So real good job as far as game planning here for Clear Fork.
First free throw for Conrad, pure. Got a Baker's dozen to lead all scorers. Knocks them both down. That's a part of Becca's game that can be hit or miss from night to night. Now Bradley draws a double team, gives it up.
Tigers just aren't getting a lot of action away from the ball. 2 and 3 players just standing and watching. There's not a lot of movement.
Salnetta had the right idea, tried to go backside to Annalise Norris, but the Colts were ready for it, as was Kaya. Came away with the steal. Christina had to foul her.
Great read there, saw the pass the whole way, stepped in there, took advantage of it. Get the possession back to the Tigers.
Kyle Wentz has been very quiet tonight offensively. Just 2 points for the junior transfer from St. Peter's. Hillary with the lob, tough shot over Conrad.
They put Conrad in the ball screen action there, but Wentz didn't take advantage of it. Didn't try to get downhill, attack the basket. Just came off that parallel and was able to make it easy on the Lady Colts defensively.
Great lob inside. Pacey continues to win her matchup on the perimeter. The beneficiary, the big dog inside.
And that has been a real difference here in the third quarter. Pacey's been able to attack the basket, get paint touches, draw the help, get easy looks for Conrad.
Everyone just trying to go one-on-one right now for the Lady Tigers. Halfway home, spun out for Hillary. And it just feels like a little bit of dejection out there for Mansfield right now. Things aren't 100% going their way. Maybe the defensive end mark is where they can try to pick it up and swing the pendulum back in their favor with that momentum.
Right, they came out with great energy, got some early baskets and stuff, but then as the quarters went on, they've just settled into playing the way they did in that first half, just a lack of energy, lack of defensive pressure. And yeah, when you're down 31-18 here, you have to do something to completely change the momentum of the game. And you know, maybe it's extending, trying to get some traps going, just try to get that tempo back to the way, you know, that's going to be an advantage for the Lady Tigers, because right now they're playing at the pace that the Lady Colts want to play at.
Last foul was on Annalise Norris, her second. She's headed over to the bench. Mitchell back into the contest, trying to match up with Conrad.
Conrad wants it deep in the post. No double, she just turns and goes to the basket.
Don't see her turn inside a ton. That time she did. Adding 2 more points, and she's got the total of Mansfield Senior by herself.
This Clear Fork half-court defense has been smothering. They've been willing to go one-on-one. There they finally got it. Dribble drive attack. Quick little pass as Conrad steps over. Backside layup, gets it to go.
Timeout taken. Be a Colts timeout. 30-second timeout. Quick score update. We were talking about the big run the Upper Sandusky had. How about with a minute and a half to go, Crestview's come all the way back. It is a 3-point game in that one, folks, on our family of OH Report live streams going down on Facebook and then also on our main YouTube channel if you want to check out the conclusion of that game.
We talk about going on big runs. You mentioned Buckeye Central, their run tonight. What about the run last night by the Mansfield Senior boys?
Whew.
They put on an offensive clinic in transition last night. Great, great win for the Tigers. They'll get a shot at Shelby tomorrow night.
They will. We'll have that one, of course, for you live and free. 6 sectional championship games are going to be live tomorrow night on the OH Report.
Here's that full court pressure we were talking about. Mansfield Senior comes out, extends it to a 2-2-1 press. Almost created the turnover.
You see the coaching staff from Mansfield, David Phillips, just urging his players, you know, get after it defensively, come up, help. We got to try to agitate Clear Fork in the backcourt if we can to try to create some turnovers.
Absolutely. Coach Hutch has been in a great defensive stance for a lot of the game, but he can't get his girls to get down in that same defensive stance and play with that same intensity. But here they're starting to pick it up a little bit, starting to contest every pass.
Molina through the trap, kick out, ball movement, ends up in the hands of Wortman. Can hit, but Labaki scores an offensive board. Wyndham turns it back and then called for the reach-in foul on Liv Davis.
Well, the shot didn't go down, but great ball movement by the Lady Colts. They got the one more. They got the ball to the wing. One more pass. The good shot became a great shot. It just didn't go down, but the offensive rebound gives them a second chance.
Conrad back into the mix, 25 seconds to go here in the third. Skip pass, tips, intercepted by Kirsten. Bradley end to end, no finish. Pacey disrupted the shot, and it leads to a jump ball. Tigers got to start capitalizing on plays like that, down by 13.
Yeah, she just really struggled to get the ball to go down tonight. Only 3 points on the evening, but 14.2 left here. See if they can get a basket to end the quarter and get the ball back to start the quarter. Instead, another turnover.
Traveling violation on Kirsten. So Clear Fork, an opportunity to extend the lead. Rabaki gives it up. Here comes Pacey from the top of the key. Fired it inside, no shot at the end of three. Lady Colts lead it by 13 as we head to money time here in the district semifinals.
A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is driving excitement. You asked for it, you got it. A 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty on all vehicles. A local veteran-owned dealership caring about the community, providing quality vehicles at rock-bottom pricing. No bones about it, Daisy the Doodle says thanks, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield, for making my first-time car buying experience simple. Located at 100 South Illinois Ave, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is the dealership for you.
Right now.
Well, Coach Sellers got the timeout, may have saved the offensive foul.
So a heads-up play by Coach Sellers. Saved the possession. All of them so valuable, so critical once you get to this part of the game. And even with a big, sizable lead, it's always nice to have that comfort, Mark, knowing that you can allow a couple of buckets or have something go wrong and still stay
fully ahead. But, you know, the game as far as on the season, any of those runs get pretty scary because, you know, we've seen run put something together and get back into a game. And I'm sure coaches down there drawing. They get somebody to the high post area. If Mansfield Senior is going to come up and try to trap in those corners, get the ball to the middle of the floor to Becca Conrad or somebody else, and then distribute it from there against what looks to be this Tiger trap.
Do have a final score, Buckeye Central over Mansfield Christian tonight, 69-17, the final in that one in Division 4. So the Lady Buckettes, who are seeking, I believe, to go to regionals for the 7th straight year, one step closer.
Another impressive night by the Lady Buckettes. And there's a turnover, so the Tigers defense creates a turnover. We'll see if they can capitalize.
Nice look, drawing the defender in Bradley with the sick dish.
One possession at a time, that's what the Tigers have to look at. They can't get it all back in a minute or two here. Just have to grind it out here and try to cut into this lead.
Still plenty of time, 7.5 minutes. Mansfield Senior really just needs someone to get a little bit more assertive offensively and start making something happen. That's what Bradley's doing. A little bit of contact there. Tiger faithful going bananas. They will eventually get the call. Wyndham's going to head to the free throw line. But a couple seconds after, I think Mansfield Senior fans thought.
Yeah, everybody thought it was going to be on the first shot. Instead, they called that one clean, but then they blew the whistle on the second one. But now she's going to step to the line, chance to get it to within 10, get it down to 9. So slowly creeping back in here. If they can get these to go. Missed the first one.
I want to throw out some quick thank yous to our generous sponsors, MWD Logistics, flexible warehousing solutions. A1 Auto Sales in Mansfield. Check them out at a1autoohio.com. In the Freedom Festival, Ohio, click on the link down in the description to buy tickets for July now.
A missed opportunity there for the Tigers, but able to get the ball back with the possession arrow. Once again with a chance to cut it under 10.
Kirsten gets it in. Hillary initially had lost her footing. Able to recover, gets the ball back. Now off the hesitation, jump stop. Too hard, and after a really nice start from Mineta tonight, you know, things have kind of cooled off here in the second half.
Kind of cooled off. One thing that you notice off that is they put her in the ball screen with Conrad, but she wasn't able to get her hips turned and get downhill. She's going side to side instead of going north and south there. And hopefully, you know, that's something she'll see in the offseason. She'll work on that. She comes off that ball screen, learning to read those defenders and get a better angle on her attack. Oh, breakdown there by the Lady Tigers.
Excellent play off the inbound for the Colts, too. A couple of ball screens away, and it opened up right down the middle. They swing it. Netta all alone straight away. Mitchell with the offensive board. Gonna try it again. Second time, not the charm for Hillary. And a foul is gonna go against Amani Mitchell, fighting for the loose ball foul.
And we've talked a lot about the struggles that Mansfield Seniors had tonight shooting the basketball, but a lot of that credit also has to go to Clearfork. They are an outstanding defensive half-court team. They sit down and guard, able to pressure the ball. They understand the game plan, understand their rotations and helping the helper. And if you get by all that, you have 6'4" Becca Conrad down there waiting to bail you out and take away anything easy the Tigers may get.
Here is Becca at the free throw line. Went 2 for 2 the last time that she stepped up. And splits the pair this time. And that's going to be a second foul on Mitchell. 2 and 2 seconds of game action. And she's frustrated, already jogging her way over to the bench.
Colts are just outworking the Tigers at this point. They're just getting to every 50-50 ball, making all the hustle plays.
So Wortman now misses the first front end of the 1-and-1. No harm to the Tigers, but trailing by 14. They need some buckets in a hurry. That's a great start from Hillary.
Now see if the defensive pressure can create some turnovers and get them the ball back.
Nice cut, Wortman.
It's hard to press a team when you can throw it over the top to Becca Conrad and be that press breaker.
Netta backs it out, looks over to the bench. Gonna uncork one again. Norris working inside, gonna create an extra possession here for the Lady Tigers. Blocking foul. Go against Molina.
And Molina has not scored tonight, but the impact she has had on the game is just amazing. She has been everywhere. Great job defensively, just scrapping, diving in there and digging, creating loose balls, you know, stripping the offensive player from the ball. Just she's done a great job in all the other aspects of the game other than scoring.
Last 5 points all belonging to Hillary. She had the 3-ball corner pocket. This time opposite side for the 2. Tigers back within 11. Colts scrambling to try to find an answer here. Try to work it inside. Conrad being hounded. Liv Davis put it up in traffic. That won't fall.
But the Tigers changed up that time, doubling in the post, forcing somebody else to try to score instead of Becca Conrad from 2 feet.
Wyndham couldn't trim it down to a single-digit game. And now a double dribble. So an interesting just a strange little couple of plays down there at the other end.
Yeah, create a little bit of confusion for everybody in the gym. The Colts will step the line. So 1-1.
Bradley drew an awful large crowd. Three's company and 3 points from straight away. Big shot by Wyndham.
We're down to 8. The Tigers just keep trying to battle back little by little, clawing their way in.
Do they have enough left in the tank?
Great take to the basket, split the help side defender, got all the way to the rack and got it to go.
Beautiful crossover foul on the floor. It's going to be team foul number 6. No more fouls to give for the Lady Colts. Timeout on the floor. Be a full timeout by the Lady Tigers. Done a nice job of battling back. They're in the game. Time's dwindling down, though, Mark. So offense, obviously very important, imperative. You got to get some points to try to get closer to that 40 mark. Defensively, though, I like what Mansfield's been doing. They're speeding up the game a little bit. Clear Fork, they've handled the pressure. They've also shown an ability to give it away or at least try to squeeze in a tough pass.
Right, the Colts have turned it over a few times. Not been able to capitalize at the free throw line. So for Mansfield Senior, you continue to up the pressure here. You still have basically 4 minutes to go. A lot of time left. You know, probably a lot of free throw attempts here down the stretch, because if you don't create turnovers, you can always put Clear Fork to the line and make them shoot free throws. On the season, I'm not sure. I don't think the Colts were the best free throw shooting team. I think they struggled a bit at times. So it may be something we see here as Mansfield Senior start going to the press and the quick foul.
See what Coach Hudgens draws up out of the timeout. It's going to free up Hillary. Spun out on her. That would have been a huge shot. Instead, here comes Molina. Pushing it forward. Conrad, great look ahead. Foul. Bucket. Free throw on the way for Belcher.
Big play. Second straight basket for her. Got to the basket again. Was able to convert. Gets a chance to get 3 the old-fashioned way. Yeah, Clear Fork on the season, only 51% from the free throw line as a team.
But making them count here when it matters most. Tough contested shot in the lane. Ball loose on the floor. Molina making the impact. Colts come away with the basketball. Just 3:15 away from punching their ticket to the district championship, but the Tigers not giving up that easy. Hillary takes it away, gets all the way to the bucket.
Sometimes desperation mode is the best mode for a team. Quick shot here by Clear Fork. I'm sure Coach didn't like that. Yep, going to get a timeout here. Up 11, under 3 to go. Don't need to take a contested quick shot. Run your offense, take some time off the clock, and execute.
almost no reason at all to take a shot of any kind, Mark, with 2:55, unless you're getting a premium look, a layup type of situation for the Lady Colts.
Yeah,
time is on your side.
Usually at this time in the game, when you have a lead like this, it's layups and free throws.
Yeah.
Take your layups, make your free throws, and get on the bus and go home with a win.
That's the objective here. And speaking of Colts riding the bus, I want to let people know that the Clear Fork competition cheer team will be heading to state on Saturday. All the girls ride the Spirit Bus to come support the Lady Colts. That note courtesy of A1 Auto Sales right here in the beautiful city of Mansfield. Tigers maybe sensing their season slipping away. See if they can buckle down here the last 2:55 and really play some hard-nosed, aggressive, clean defense. Get the kind of turnovers that they need. That's an excellent way to start. Bradley with the pressure. Forces Liv Davis to dribble out of bounds.
So good job there by the Tigers. Come out of the timeout. First objective, need to get a stop. Mission accomplished there. Now you need to go the other end and get a quick basket. You don't necessarily need a three. Just get something good and quick here. See if you can get your defense set up.
Tigers have been just off the mark on a few of these triple tries here in the third and fourth quarter. Possession arrow is going to favor Clear Fork. Coach Hudgens went sprinting down the sideline. Thought maybe the whistle came a bit early.
It's like Molina's down on the court.
Isabella, the little engine that almost always can, brings the energy and the hunger for this team on a consistent nightly basis. Shaken up right now. Davis is going to check in for her. But she's tough. She's up and at him.
And she comes to the bench, looks at the assistant coaches, and tells them she's ready to go.
So thanks for the update. I'm now diving into the Facebook fan comments here. Troy says the Lady Rams did end up upsetting Crestview, so congratulations to them. Tigers would love to be another underseeded team to pull off an upset, but they are in danger mode right now. Gotta start hoping for some missed free throws as Clear Fork's in the double bonus, shooting two the rest of the way. You look at the players on the floor for Mansfield. Where's the offense going to come from? Kirsten Bradley, just 3 points. Wyndham, just 3 points. Annalise Norris, scoreless. Kaya Wentz, 1 point. It's been basically all number 11 trying to do her thing with 17.
Yeah, 17 of the 32 made it tough. Shots just aren't going tonight. Looks like lane violation. Oh, they didn't call the lane violation, so the free throw will go.
Tigers got to score basically every possession from here on out. Count it. Bradley's heading to the free throw line. And that's the offense they've been missing. She was such a juggernaut in their game, their win against Bellevue, and they need her. She's the leading scorer on the team, up over 12 points per contest. So with her just getting to 5 this late in the contest, I mean, that's typically not a good recipe for the Lady Tigers. But she gets through the old-fashioned way right there. 2:29 to go.
And they're still in it here. They're only down 9, still 2.5 to go. Now dead ball out of bounds. We'll see if Tigers change the pressure and go to full face guarding, denying the inbounds pass. It looks like they will. Pressure on the basketball here, trying to force the turnover.
And I do feel like this is where Lady Tigers are at their best.
And timeout here by Clear Fork. Couldn't get the ball in, so instead taking the 5-second violation, Coach Sellers calls the timeout. I agree completely. When the Tigers are up pressing and getting after it and creating that tempo and that havoc, that's when they tend to shine.
Senior high, they're a little bit more, it seems like, of a playground team. When they start having a little bit more fun out there, they're just running all around the floor. And then on offense, if it's just try to go to work, I think that's when the Tigers play some of their best basketball. So running out of time, just 2:28 to go. But I think this run and gun style is exactly what TY needs to try to get back into the game. And for the Lady Colts, with some of these veteran guards, we'll see if they're able to handle it here down the stretch.
Tough place for the inbound here for the Colts. Ball deep in the corner, be able to get somebody wide open, 2-on-1 break. Can they finish?
Yeah, looked like a blown coverage. Belcher with the wraparound pass. Christina fouled. And Pacey's going to shoot a couple.
And again, Pacey comes in and makes a difference right away. Another big impact play possibly here by Christina.
Arguably the best athlete on the team. Can't get that one to dribble its way over the top. And she's going to leave the door open. Ofer, as Wentz with the head of steam. Gets it to Wyndham in transition. Deep three, nothing but net. Big shot.
And despite everything we've talked about, it's a two-possession game.
Just like that, Mark. Tigers come roaring back into the game. In senior high, I feel like this is what they've been lacking basically all night. Don't remember any occasions where they've had back-to-back field goals where they can start going, yeah, we got it going on now. This is about the first time in the game where I felt like there was a smiles collectively on everyone's faces. Now can they go out there and capitalize and showcase over the last 2 minutes and 11 seconds that they're a team worthy of being back here in this round of district as a number 7 seed.
Absolutely, and it's going to be interesting to see how Clear Fork reacts. Do they get the ball into Becca Conrad's hands? She's back in the game. Get her the ball against this press, break the pressure, but then it's going to come down to Clear Fork's going to have to make free throws because guaranteed here, Tigers are going to press. If they don't get something, they're going to foul. They're going to force the Clear Fork to get to the line and finish them off from the charity stripe.
Came like a quick whistle right there. Kyle Wentz picking up her third personal, and while the Tigers didn't like the call, it doesn't take very much time off the clock, and it does put the pressure now on the senior to knock down a couple of free throws. Tigers fans trying to get loud, make some noise, make it hard on Isabella, who doesn't make the first. It's a 2-shot foul. Relax a little bit, ladies.
So 3 straight misses here by the Colts, and like you said, they're leaving the door open here for the Tigers.
It felt like it was just cracked about 2 minutes ago. Now it's starting to open up a little bit more, Mark. Reaching the hand through onto the other side, grabbing the knob. But the Colts trying to inch it back to close. That would have been huge. Conrad making a difference inside with the big defensive rebound. Now, how quickly do you elect to foul?
You got to foul right away. Yep, you got to give it now. You tried to get the trap, you didn't get it.
And a bit unlucky that time for Mansfield, as Liv Davis just was going full head of steam to the basket. If Norris could have just laid off, that was a really tough angle.
Yeah, tough angle. She may have traveled or probably going to hit the side of the backboard, but blew the whistle. Clear Fork goes back to the line. This will be their 14th and 15th free throw attempts of the half.
Wow.
Right now, just 6 of 14 in the second half from the charity stripe.
And that's why the window continues to remain a little bit cracked here for the Tigers.
If you're Mansfield, you'll gladly let them split every free throw opportunity if you can get 2 or 3 at the other end quick. Cut into that deficit in a hurry.
Wentz is going to uncork one from downtown, in and out again. Mansfield's been so close.
Again, you have to give a quick foul if you're Mansfield. Clock's continuing to run. You got to give up the foul.
Backdoor cut. Belcher brings it back out. Getting closer to a minute. Now Davis is bear hugged by Kaya. She'll head back to the free throw line.
At the line, shooting 2 for Clearfork, Cliff Davis.
And Tigers have basically gotten what they've needed from Clear Fork, missing. But their last 3 offensive possessions have ended up empty.
Yeah, empty possessions late in the game tends to not work out too well for you. A couple of them maybe a little quick, a little deeper than they would have liked from three-point land. But there's still time. Just got to get a few things to go their way.
Lady Colts make it a lot harder as they knock down both. Becca with an exclamation point swat in the lane. Student section letting her hear about it. So Tigers foul again. And the writing becoming a lot clearer on the wall now as Bradley is fouled out.
I think at the end of the night, you know, Clear Fork, you're going to look at this and you're going to say, well, it wasn't pretty, it wasn't a masterpiece, but guess what? We get to play again on Saturday.
Survive and advance, Mark.
Survive and advance. And looks like the Lady Colts are going to do just that.
Wortman misses them both. So the Tigers not completely dead in the water yet, but they gotta start scoring. They have missed, I believe, their last 5 shots and kind of ended their own night, their own comeback. They were on the prowl, Mark. They got close, made things interesting, but the clutch buckets just would not fall for this youthful Tigers team.
They did a lot of heart there. They continued to play, were able to cut it down to 6. Had their chances, but credit to Clear Fork. They sat down and guarded tonight and are going to get a chance to knock off Shelby on Saturday. The 3rd time those teams will go at it. And this one's going to mean a little bit more than the first 2, but it's going to be a good MOAC matchup on Saturday afternoon.
We will get the 3rd meeting between Clear Fork and Shelby as the Lady Colts knock off the Tigers by 10 here in the district semifinals. Still more to come on our post game, including an interview with our MVP. Drop us a comment. Let us know who you think is worthy of being the player of the game tonight. They will join us for an interview. We'll also have final stats. Get you out of here. That's all on the other side of the break. Keep it here.
A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is driving excitement. You asked for it, you got it. A 3-month, 3,000-mile warranty on all vehicles. A local veteran-owned dealership caring about the community, providing quality vehicles at rock-bottom pricing. Cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans of all makes and models. No bones about it. Daisy the Doodle says thanks, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield, for making my first-time car buying experience simple. Located at 100 South Illinois Ave, A1 Auto Sales Mansfield is the dealership for you.
It's Freedom Fest, Ohio, featuring Justin Moore,
You look like I need a drink right now.
Crowder,
God Almighty, I hope you'll find
Rodney Atkins,
makes me wanna take a back road.
Austin French, and more.
Somebody else.
Friday and Saturday, July 1st and 2nd, Morrow County Fairgrounds in Mount Gilead, Ohio. For tickets and more info, visit freedomfestohio.com.
And where? What do you say? The exclamation point on the night for Maurice Ware.
We're up back here at Arrows Arena. Lady Colts finishing off Mansfield Senior, a game Tiger squad that battled hard till the very end. We saw them make a nice, valiant comeback in the fourth quarter, but it's not enough. LCB headed into the district championship. Brian Skronsky and Mark Bollinger with you here, and you know, it was an interesting game, Mark, of ebbs and flows. It felt like more ebbs for at least Mansfield Senior, and at the end of the game, made it interesting. Were able to trim it down. I believe they got as close as 6, but then they didn't make another shot after that. Clear Fork, on the other hand, got a lot of attempts at the free throw line, made just enough to give themselves a cushion and feel good about it. So the Tigers, still young and up and coming. The Colts, they got the veteran leaders. they do what they need to do to get it done tonight.
They got it done tonight, and credit to Colts on the defensive end. I thought that's where they just made such a difference in the ball game, was their pressure in the half court, the ability to contest shots. They held Mansfield Senior to just 29% shooting from the floor tonight. Their half-court defense has been solid all year. That's what helped get them over 20 wins, and it was on full display tonight.
Here are the final stats brought to you by Mechanics Bank. That's better. And you see all those free throws attempted by Clear Fork. They didn't shoot it well. That's actually below their season average. And as you mentioned, they haven't been great from the charity stripe tonight. But they did enough here. And defensively, they were great early on in the game. They held Mansfield to just one field goal, I believe, in the second quarter. Tigers came out and again were cold in the third before starting to hit some shots in the fourth. So I think defensively is kind of where Clear Fork really won this game, winning the rebound battle as well.
Yeah, Colts did a great job, and Becca Conrad back there cleaning up everything on the glass and also helping over there and contesting shots. And tonight you saw a Colts team that they had some of that veteran leadership. They made big plays, hustle plays at crucial times, and were able to stave off Mansfield Senior, who was a resilient group tonight. They battled back, got it to within 6, but the veteran Colts came through and were able to get the victory.
So Clear Fork going to be moving on to Saturday's district championship game right back here at Arrows Arena. They're going to be taking on the #1 team in the state, undefeated Shelby, who's banged up right now. They've got multiple injuries going on to some key players, so that's going to be certainly an interesting game. Two teams that are very familiar with one another. Mark, give me a quick preview of that one, and what do you think is going to be a big difference in that showdown?
Well, it's going to be a situation where, people talk all the time in sports about it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a season. While that is true, that also doesn't always apply when one of those teams is really, really good, and Shelby's really good. Obviously, it's going to be that half-court defensive stuff for Clear Fork to see if they can contain it. For Shelby, they're going to want to get into the up-tempo game, so it's going to be a battle of tempos. Who's going to be able to create the tempo they want? And if it gets into a fast-paced game, it's going to be advantage Shelby. If it's a slower-paced game, maybe advantage Clear Fork. But, again, there's some key injuries, so we'll see what happens and who's able to get out there and play for Shelby on Saturday.
And then tomorrow night on the OH Report, we will have 6 boys sectional championship live streams for you guys to take in. It's going to be an excellent night. 4 in Division 2. Couple, I believe, in Division 3. So many games going on. You're going to want to tune in to all of them. But for right now, it's time for our MVP. We return now with our Lacey Construction MVP, Becca Conrad. Girl, you're moving on to the district championship game. You were a vital part of it here tonight. Talk to me about just what it feels like to be moving on to that level, a place where you have not been in your career yet.
We knew this was going to be a really tough game for us. We knew we really needed to play hard. And we've been working so hard all season, all off season, so it just feels really great to see our hard work pay off and get to the finals.
Defensively, you guys were outstanding. You, especially in the paint, we clocked you for 5 block shots tonight. And I love how poised you are. You never leave your feet. You just swat them right back at the girls. Tell me about just the collective defensive effort tonight to hold a Mansfield Senior team that was clicking to just 38 points.
Our defense is always our biggest, what's the word? I don't know.
You rely on it. You like it.
Our biggest strength. So we just knew we needed to play our defense, our hard defense, and really work together and just pull out a win.
And then offensively, give me some insight about your game. Seemed like you got the spots on the block where you like it, and you're able to deliver time and time again whenever you get it on your sweet spots on the floor.
I mean, that's just something we work on in I work on in practice while they're doing their 3-pointers. Their 3-pointers, I'm doing block shots and everything. So really, we work on it every day, and it's showing now, I guess.
Well, you guys are moving on. You got to take on Shelby, a team you guys know very, very well. Yeah. They beat you the first couple of times that you played them. What's going to be different in round number 3?
It's number 3. I mean, we just got to play hard, and we got to come out and just match well and do our best.
All right, Becca Conrad, our MVP, presented by Lacey Construction. Got some swag for you, Becca. How about a Frisbee, a hoodie? I think it's a size large. You might want to give that to one of your friends. Maybe you can try to squeeze into it.
Hey, are you calling me fat?
Well, I just think you're kind of taller than me. I'm a size large at 6
the
foot.
arms are short.
Exactly. And then final opportunity if you want to give a shout out to your fans out there.
Yeah, thank you to all the students that come and support us. We had a great student section tonight, and all of the parents and everything. We just really appreciate you guys.
All right, we appreciate you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
All right, so Becca Conrad, our MVP, brought to you by Lacey Construction. Big performance by her here tonight to seal the victory. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our coverage. Been a long night here inside of Arrows Arena. It's been a fun one, though, and a fruitful one if you're a fan of the Lady Whippets or the Lady Colts. You already broke it down for me a little bit about what you're thinking on Saturday when these two teams go toe-to-toe, but put a bow on tonight, Mark, for us and what we saw transpire here. Why did the number 1 and number 3 teams get the victories, and why are they moving on?
Well, the first game was a little bit prettier than the second one from a basketball purist standpoint, but yeah, that first game was outstanding. Shelby was able to withstand a valiant effort tonight by Perkins, advance and move on. No doubt for the people who've seen Shelby all year, one of the top teams, if not the top team in the state, played the way they play, were able to get the victory, and then tonight in that second game was a little bit different, but the defensive prowess and the size of Becca Conrad in the post making a difference was enough to be able to get Clear Fork to advance and set up an all-MOAC showdown on Saturday for a district championship.
Always cool when two teams get to meet that are regular season rivals in the tournament. Rounds 1 and 2 belong to Shelby pretty handily. I saw the second one over in Whippet's territory. We'll see if Clear Fork has what it takes to get it done on Saturday afternoon. I want to thank everybody out there for watching in both Facebook and YouTube land. And thank our generous sponsors tonight for helping bring this game to you live and free. MWD Logistics. They just make it easy if you are a business that needs to store some stuff. Definitely look up MWDlogistics.com. They'll solve all your problems. A1 Auto Sales. Look at their fine collection of vehicles at a1autoohio.com. The Freedom Festival Ohio, coming to Mount Gilead in July. Get your tickets now before it's too late at freedomfestohio.com. Mechanics Bank. That's better. Check them out. Bank online at mymechanics.com. And Lacey Construction, our MVP sponsor here tonight. For Jory Hollenbeck and Mark Bollinger, I want to thank you one last time for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. 6 more live streams on the way. Adios.